Hello and welcome to the Fish Tank. I'm Cameron George and I'll be bringing you all the action here on behalf of MC Media. In today's action here, we will see the 10th place Bridgetown Trojans take on the 11th place Paramba Sharks. Both teams have 2 points, but the Trojans only have played 3 games, while the Sharks have played 4. In net for the Trojans looks to be number 30. That'll be Garrett Gillis. He's goals against of 4.23. He's had 184 minutes, and his record right now is 1-2. Still unsure who is going to be starting in net for the Sharks. Both goalies are standing in the crease. And it will be number 31, Cameron D'Entremont, starting in net for the Sharks. He's sitting at a 6.0 goals against, and he's played 60 minutes. His record is 0-1. At center ice, we're getting ready to go. Puck dropped. Surratt with it now for the Sharks. Loses it. Picking it up now is the Trojans. They got a Leafs-looking jersey going. Let's hope they can play better than them. And goes into the Trojans' end. Picked up now by number 19, Journey. Loses it. Surratt with it now for the Sharks. Up to the point. Shot. That's up and above the net. That shot there was taken by number 14, Riley Woodrow. Face off here to the left of Gillis. Sharks win it. They just fire that into the corner. That was number 44. He's not listed on my roster. That was Dion with it now, Miguel Dion. He just sent it off to a defender and takes it back himself. Along the boards this one goes. Goodwin with it now. He had a goal last night against the Titans, but Gillis will cover. Paramba has had a really bit of a rough year here. Last year they were extremely successful, made it to the provincial level. But unfortunately this year, they lost a lot of their good players, and now they've had to work on who's gonna go where. Trojans with it behind their own net. Along the boards, breaking out. Gets cut off by Beben. Going back for it now is Journey. Journey comes out from behind his own net. Missed pass, gets shot. But the Trojans now come away with it in neutral ice. Boudreau tripped over his own 2 feet and almost gave Taylor a perfect chance. To the point for Journey. Shoots. That's, I believe, in. It snuck through after the fact. The player number 9, my apologies, number 19, Journey didn't even know he got it in. We'll wait for official word on who got the assists. For the Sharks, coming with it now. LeBlanc shoots. Gillis has no problem glowing that one down. Tight Trojans win that. Sharks pick it up. Turn. Hand pass is called against them. So the official word has come in. Hudson Journey does get the goal. with an assist from Corbin Beavis. And number 9, Kyle Taylor. But now comes the Sharks. The Trojans pick it up. Shot. That sneaks in. Sneaks in. That looked to be Ethan Ward picking up that goal. And yes, it is Ethan Ward going to pick up that goal. Sharks with it now. Woodrow loses it to Taylor. Taylor looking to center. Too many defenders clogging up that lane. It's going to be a slashing call here. So they're actually going to give credit to that goal to Bailey Bishop, number 6. As Miguel Dion goes in the box for slashing, he is not too happy about that one. As we look over the Sharks goal, you'll see the faceoffs to the left there. Won by the Trojans. And that will be saved. Stays off to the right here. Won again by the Trojans. Up to the point. Taylor with it now. To Bishop. Centering attempt. That'll be covered by Garrett Gillis. Sharks actually win that face-off and try to take a quick shot, but Gillis was there to stop that one. Now the Trojans come the other way, my apologies. Titans were last night against the Sharks. The battle along the boards here for it. Centering pass. It's in the skates somewhere. That'll be fired out by Pache. That'll go all the way down the ice, all 200 feet. Trojans clear that into the Sharks' end. With it now is Boudreau. Boudreau fires it right down the middle of the ice, trying to kill this penalty off. Back into the Sharks' end now. Boudreau with it for them. Goodwood now for the Sharks. He'll carry it. He's got help from LeBlanc. That's shot wide. Trojans will turn this one around and go the other way. Across the ice. Bent with it. Centers. Nobody home. Goodwin with it now for the Sharks. Up to the point. Shot. Tipped wide. Puck's under there somewhere. And it's poked free. Dion out of the box with speed. Goes around behind the net of the Trojans. Darcy stops it up at the blue line. Two players come together at the boards. Dion, centering attempt, stopped up by Sheardon. Broken stick for the Trojans. Darcy back for the Sharks. The point shot. That's gloved away. Trojans still having control of it. At the line, that was Clark taking a shot. And that will be covered by D'Entremont. Sharks take it back. Boudreau with it for them. Along the boards, attempting to clear. Held in by the Trojans. Taylor shoots. Poking at it. Can't squeeze through. Now the other way. With speed goes the team. Pache couldn't put that one home. RC back with it for the Sharks. To LeBlanc. Surratt tried to touch that just past the red line. Misses. So that'll be icing against the Sharks. Face off to the left of D'Entremont. Appears to be a problem with the penalty box. That the ref has decided to take a seat in the box. I got all the problems fixed up. Face off won by the Sharks. Newell sends it to Miguel Dion. That is a quick shot to find the corner of the net. Dion picking up a goal. Brings this game within one. Small's lead in hockey. Here we see him come up the wing just with a ton of speed, and he's able to pick that corner with ease. Newell. Boudreau now with it for the Sharks. Trojans pick it up. Cut off by Boudreau. Dion, he's got one already. He'd love to bring his team within, to tie this for his team. He runs out of room. He has a teammate there to pick it up. That's Newell with it. Shoots, hits the defender. The blue line that's fired down in. Dion with it now. So that'll be offside. So number 21, Dion is going to get credited with the goal, and Corey Newell picks up an assist on that one. Off the boards. Trojans attempt to come away with it. That's spun back into their own zone. Ruggles sends it forward. Again, Sharks are all over the Trojans. Big hit there. That's going to be a penalty. Head contact is the call. Looks to be Ruggles in the box, and it is. He's getting 2. Face off here. 1 by the Trojans. Taylor attempts to clear. Pache tops it up for the Sharks, though. Dion. Pache. That's up and out of play. 11:26 left here in the first period. Surratt to Pache. To Surratt. Back to Pache. Sharks captain there. Surratt with it for the Sharks. That's Dion. To Newell. To Dion. In front. Goal! These Sharks tie this one up. Surratt picking that one up for them. And just like that, we are tied again. Just a great read of the play here as it's brought behind the net by Dion, and he just sees Surratt out front, puts it right on the tape. Surratt with it now. Carrying it. He's getting knocked off of it as there's a battle along the boards. So Newell is also going to pick up his second assist on that goal in this game. Beautiful play there by Pache, but Gillis isn't going to have any of that. That's out of play. On the ice, the Trojans come. Newell with it. Sends it forward. Tried to dump it in for Goodwin. Goodwin wasn't fast enough, as therefore it was Clark. Clark gets knocked off of it. Picking up now is number 44 for the Sharks. I took a guess he's the player replacing the other Dion. Dion number 2 is either suspended or off the team, I've heard, after a slash to the neck region in last night's game. Gillis with it behind his own net. Big hit into the boards there. But the Trojans will still come away with it as number 19, Journey, shoots, and that gets covered for the face-off.
The winning number is 561102. That's 561102. Counselors, please come to the sound booth.
Foul along the boards. Coming with now is the Sharks. But the Trojans take that one back. Centering attempt. Nobody there to put it in. Trojans still keeping it in. But it's not reaching the net very often, and now coming the other way is the Sharks. Big hit there into the boards. That hit was by number 10, Ruggles. Trojans with it now. That's Saunders. Quick pass off. But Babin will take it now for the Sharks. Darcy with it. Up to number 12. Hard enough to knock the door open. Was that hit on D'Entremont? We hope he is okay. Battle along the boards here for it. Nobody gets control of it yet, but now Surratt will. In front, Apache. Apache couldn't put it on the net. Darcy tried to center it as well. That is up into the rafters, but play will continue. Should have been called out of play there. That will be called icing. Trojans coming away with it. That's Taylor. Centering attempt is wide. Point. Ruggles couldn't put that on the net. Another shot goes wide. Taylor with it for the Trojans in the corner. The point shot. Wide again. Sharks come away with it this time. Dump and chase by Newell. Along the boards, there's 3 Trojans in there. Only 1 Shark. Dion for the Sharks. Passes that. Ruggles now. To Goodwin for the Sharks. That will be icing. .5:29 left here in the first. 2 apiece is the score between Bridgetown and Paramba. Player blows a tire, so Babin has time to move this one. He's knocked off of it. Picking it up now is Saunders. Sending it forward for his team. Stopped to the line by number 44, but now coming away with it is number 11. That's Beavis. Shoots. Stopped. He'll put in the secondary attempt. Cameron D'Entremont stops the first one, but his teammates bounce it right back to Beavis. Here we see that breakaway. He shoots. That is stopped, and then when the defender tried to poke it away, he whiffed on it and sent it right to the falling Beavis. Sharks with it now to LeBlanc. Turned over. Trojans with it in neutral ice. Dekes one defender out. Surratt for the Sharks. Now Pache. He stops up. And that just hits the leg of a defender on that shot. Two players together at the boards. Trojans come away with it. Taylor gets cut off as Dion picks it up. Neutral ice now is the Sharks. Goodwin misses the pass, so it goes all the way down the ice for icing. And with 3:31, we'll have a face-off to the left of D'Entremont. Trojans with it at the blue line. Shot. D'Entremont will stop that. Hits him right in the chest. To RC, to Newell. Goodwin for the Sharks. Now the Trojans will try to come the other way. But it'll be picked up. Sharks breaking out of their own zone now. Turned aside by Trojan defender, and the Sharks will have to break out again. That's Newell, fires it, hits Gillis. Gillis just deflects that one wide. Trojans looking to clear this one out. With it now, number 20, Saunders. To Journey. And that's sent into neutral ice. Now for the Sharks. They come the other way. And the Trojans will pick it up in their own zone. Sharks will pick it up there themselves. D'Entremont with it, shoots. Doesn't reach the net. Sharks move it behind the Trojans' net. Newell battling along the boards with Saunders. Newell, centering attempt. It's deflected to the point. Boudreau, shot blocked again. Along the boards, the puck is. Saunders shoots. That's saved. Babin forward to Newell with some help from D'Entremont. D'Entremont gets stopped up. Now the Trojans will come the other way themselves. It's a 2-on-1. It's centered. Shot. Goes off the post. That was Bishop attempting it. We're in the final minute of the first. Babin picks it up. Turned over. That will clear the Shark zone. And that'll be offside as Ruggles shoots it into Bent by mistake, and they go offside. Here we see that 2-on-1. Just dings the post. D'Entremont way out of his net. Surratt picks it up for the Sharks to LeBlanc. Trojans come the other way. Hutchett picks up behind his own net for the Sharks. Forward to LeBlanc. Stopped at the point as Rogers took a shot there. He gets it again. And that is the end of the first. They will flood the ice. We'll be right back here at the fish tank. Hello and welcome back to the Fish Tank for Period 2 here in Valley High School Hockey League action. We're watching the Bridgetown Trojans take on the Paramba Sharks. I'm Cameron George, and on behalf of MC Media, I'll be bringing you the action for this period as well. In that period, the 3 goals scored by Bridgetown. One was by number 19. That would be Journey. One scored by number 6, Bishop. And by number 11, Beavis. For the Sharks, number 21, Dion. And number 8, Surratt, each picked up a goal. So we're underway here for second period. Darcy with it. Taylor forward now for the Trojans. Picked up by Sheardon. He's knocked off of it. Now picking it up is Goodwin for the Sharks. Stopped up with the blue line. Sharks with it in the offensive zone. Chance off the crossbar. That need to be less than a centimeter lower for that to pop in. But it's gotten all the Sharks on their feet as they're ready to go and get a goal and tie this one up. Boudreau at the line for the Sharks. Fires just into the middle of the crowd. And the Trojans will come away with it. But Boudreau will pick it back up and turn as the Trojans come away. Great back check by Dion as Saunders was left alone. Along the boards, we see the battle. Sharks come away with it. That's LeBlanc. He takes a hit, and the Trojans will turn this one around. Attempted to shoot it across to Saunders, but Saunders wasn't there. And now we see Pache come away with it for the Sharks. He gets poke checked, and now Bishop will pick it up. Gillis behind his own net. Turns it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc knocked off of it. RC tries to keep it in, but he's unsuccessful as Bishop carries it for a brief moment in the neutral ice, but Pache will take it for the Sharks now. Shot! Offside is the call. As Pache lost a piece of padding. He's not sure where it's off of. Trojans with it now. They fire it down. Dump and chase on it. But Deontrell picks it up for the Sharks. He'll send it down the ice. Back for it now is Journey. Journey fires it forward for Bent. Bent shoots wide. That's kept in at the line by Clark. Now Taylor with it. Sends it forward for his teammate. Bent with it now for the Trojans. Centering pass. That's up over the net. Taylor to the point. Shot wide by Journey. Darcy with it. He sends it forward. as the Sharks attempt to get out, but they still cannot as Taylor holds this one in. There'll be a penalty against the Sharks. There were some repairs done in the penalty box, the Paramba penalty box over the intermission, so hopefully they can get in the box. It'll be Riley Beben going to the box. Taylor shoots. Deflected wide by D'Entremont. Shot. Why? So Batman has a hooking call against him as that goes out of play. Minute 27 left in that penalty. Pache and Taylor take the face off. Both are captains of their respective teams. Trojans with it on the power play. With it now is Taylor. Centering pass. Pache will carry this one, and he's free. Shoots. He puts it in shorthanded. Pache with the shorthanded goal ties this one up at 3 apiece. Trojans trying to respond back quickly. That's fired wide. Nobody can get full control over it yet. Still not cleared out. Held in at the line, looking for a shot. This time it'll escape, and picking it up now is Chesley. Chesley fires it, and Goodwin will complete the shot down to the Trojans' end. Chesley breaking out now. Sends it forward to Bent. That's turned over, and the Sharks turn it around as the penalty to Babin expires. Behind the Trojans' net. Newell with it now for the Sharks. He's flattened against the boards, and now the Trojans will take this out. They'll fire it out. D'Entremont makes the save there. And Dion is back for it. Up to Newell. Newell doesn't see the puck coming, but he'll still chase it. And Trojans break out again. And now Bishop was going to the net, but he couldn't get full control over the puck. That's a neutral ice for the Trojans. Back for it for the Sharks is number 44. They'll send it to Arcee. Along the boards, there's a battle, and the Sharks come away with it. To Arcee. Back for it in their own zone again are the Sharks. They still can't get it out. As once again, they're back behind. And D'Entremont will cover that. Enough is enough. He'll end the play and let his guys get a change. 12:21 left here in the second. 3-all. Sharks with it. LeBlanc for to Pache. Pache's already got one in this period. He's going to go through half of the Trojan team first. And then he'll lose it. But he'll pick it up again now. Shoots above the net. He's got it behind the Trojan zone. Now the Trojans will pick it up and carry it out themselves. Coming up the ice with speed is Hay. Hay gets luck. And Taylor will pot that one home as D'Entremont was standing up and the puck was under his feet. Most goalies will drop to the default butterfly on that one, and he chose not to as he thought he had it in his glove. We see here he looks like he's got his arms up like he's got it, but it's actually it's cleared briefly by a Shark defender, and Taylor's coming in to pot it home. Battle for the puck in front of the Trojan goal. Newell has it. He turns it over. And now the Trojans, well, they briefly were working on getting it out of their zone.
Bridgetown goal scored by number 9, Paul Taylor, unassisted at 8:20.
Trojans take it in the Shark zone. Now the Sharks come away with it. It's a 2-on-1. Newell wasn't there in time. He dove for that one. And he's looking a bit rough shaped after that one. He went into the boards quite awkwardly. He's gone off to the bench, and he's sitting behind the bench, not on the bench. To RC with it for the Sharks. Babin with it. Fires into the opposite corner. Ruggles tried to clear. It was turned the other way by Babin. Now there's a battle along the boards. Ruggles shoots it around the boards. Stopped by the Sharks defender. Coming the way now is the Trojans. That puck went behind the player that the pass was intended for. So Sharks are coming the other way. D'Entremont, he's taken down. Trojans are working the puck out of their zone. Taylor missed the puck, so that will be icing. With 9:07 left here in the second. Take a look at that play there by Newell. As he dove for it, misses, but then he goes awkwardly on his side with his legs, both legs under him. There we see that D'Entremont's attempt there. Beautiful goal by Surratt. 1, 2, 3, and in. We now set a 4-4 game. See, one pass, two passes, and there's the third. That's all that's needed. That's out of play.
Canada goal scored by number 8, Dominic Surratt. Assisted by number 19, Jacques Leblanc. And number 10, Jaden Pache, 11 minutes.
So that goal is being given to Surratt with an assist by LeBlanc and Pache. We see new life in the Sharks. Newell with it. Centering. Back to the point for Boudreau. He'll fire it lightly at the net, but won't reach. Now the Trojans are coming down the other way. Taylor takes a hit from Newell. Was enough to center it though to Hay, but Hay's shot gets deflected up and out of play. Here we see that, I guess you'd have to call that a hit, even though it was more so just trying to get around the player. Suppose you can go through the player instead. Woodrow behind his own net. Loses it at the up to the point. Good win for the Sharks. Sends it forward to Newell. Newell. He's by himself against four Trojans though. He won't even reach the net. Chesley behind his own net. Comes away with it. He'll fire it around for Bishop. Bishop. He's got one goal already. Great attempt to center. If there was somebody there, that would have worked excellent. Trojans lose the puck. The Sharks will come the other way. There's Newell. One-on-one. That's off a defender's leg. Puck isn't reaching the net very much here. DeAndre with it for the Sharks. Clark fires that down and behind the Sharks zone. Darcy loses it. Taylor with it. Wraparound attempt. Can't force it home. And that'll be covered by D'Entremont. That is Cameron D'Entremont. It's a total of four D'Entremonts labeled on the roster. Sharks have to check back, so the Trojans have time to move this puck out of the reach of everybody, except for D'Entremont, but Taylor will pick it up for the Trojans. Pache is forced offside. Hay looking for it. Sharks behind their own net now. Goodwin picks it up. Fires it by everybody. Now the Trojans will take it in their own zone. Chesley fired it forward. Boudreau picks it up now for the Sharks. Boudreau with possession again. Newell now for the Sharks. Loses it. Now attempting to break through was Saunders, but again, can't make it. Hay with it. Hay right down the middle. Shoots wide. Sharks behind their own net. Point, the Trojans have it. Bishop now for the Trojans. He drops to his knees, but he'll still center. It's shot wide. Chesley shoots. Again, deflected wide. Chesley fires that down behind the net. Leveled is Bishop by Newell. Chesley just fires that down towards the Sharks' net. Boudreau loses it. Titans centered. Off a skate. Chesley fires that down as he gets hit soon after by Newell. Newell's just hunting for hits at this point, I believe, because that's his third or fourth in this shift. And Cameron DeEntremont will make the cover up there. So we see that massive hit. Just Newell moving in on Bishop with no problem. Here comes the Sharks. So LeBlanc, he's got help from Surratt. He can't take the shot. Darcy to Surratt. Pache now for the Sharks. Kept in. LeBlanc couldn't center it. Now the Trojans come the other way. That was Journey just firing it into the corner as Darcy picks it up for the Sharks behind his own net. Pressure from Taylor there forces him to pass it off to Surratt, but he misses the pass to Surratt. And now Saunders to Taylor. Crossed. Couldn't get it through. Now Pache with some speed coming down the ice. He'll take a shot that goes way wide. Off of the pad of Gillis. Great centering attempt there for Goodwin, but Goodwin couldn't get a stick on it. Point shot. That'll be gloved down. And Gillis will put an end to that long attack by the Sharks. 2:01 left in the second period here. I'm looking at a 4-4 game. And so are you. Trojans win the faceoff. With it now for the Trojans, number 12. That was Longley. He loses it. Dion for the Sharks now. To the point for Boudreau. Shot. Hits the mask, I believe, of Gillis. Last using your head. Dion for the Sharks. Loses it to Saunders. Picking up now is Beavis. Centered. but it could not be put home by Longley. Trojans moving it forward, but Darcy's there for it for the Sharks. He loses it to the point for Chiva. Surratt gets poke checked by a sticko that's just sitting on the ice. Apparently it was LeBlanc's stick. Sharks back. Taylor pushing for the Trojans, and he will not come away with it. But his team will. That's fired up into the rafters by number 19, Journey. 13.1 seconds left in the second period here. Sharks moving forward with it. Cut off, and that will be held in. No, it will not, as time expires here in the second period. They'll flood the ice, and third period action will be back after this here on MC Media. Hello and welcome back to the fish tank. For the third and final time of this game, I'm Cameron George. We're watching Bridgetown take on Paramba. Score is 4 apiece. And we're looking for a great third period here. The goals to start the game, Bridgetown went up 2-0, but Paramba responded back and tied it 2-2. Then it's been Bridgetown picked up one, Paramba picked up one, Bridgetown then picked up one, and then finally Paramba tied the game in the second period. Pache shoots. It's in. And just like that, it's 5-4 for the Sharks. We took a look there and seen the goal. Playback underway. Surratt fires that down into the Titans zone. Picking it up now is Journey. With some speed comes Taylor. Shoots! And it's sent wide. Sharks pick it up in their own zone. And away they go with it. Titans turn, my apologies, the Trojans turn it around. Saunders tried to give that to Ward, but doesn't reach. Chesley behind his own net. Sent forward. That was missed by Saunders. Now coming away with it is Saunders. Siazza behind the Sharks' net. Goodwin forward to Dion. Dion through the defender's legs. Beautiful deke. Bishop. Slash. An obvious slash there. That'll be a penalty for Bishop for slashing. So now the Sharks can take this opportunity and try to get a 2-goal lead. They haven't actually led in this game yet. They've been playing catch up and now they have it. They have the lead. Dion goes up the wing. He's got help with Goodwin there. He's going to carry it most of the way. He'll put it in. Power play goal. So we see he just comes in and it gets poked home. Listen to see who gets that credited to that one, because there was 2 players in front, as well as Dion might have put it in himself. I'm not sure. Sharks offensive zone over the net. So the goal is given to Surratt as he picks up his hat trick. Battle for the puck in Shark zone. That's up and above the net. And LeBlanc's going to carry the distance. Surratt will finish off with a shot. Pache briefly stops it up at the line. But now Beavis sends it forward, but Pache takes it back. He's going to carry this one. Centering attempt. Shot. Goodwin puts that over the net. Pache fires that one right into the knee pads of Taylor, and Taylor's got a funny skate now. Those hurt, especially within 5 feet of it. He'll go out, we go to the bench and put ice packs under the knee pads. Dion dangles. That'll be covered. We will see another penalty against Bridgetown. This time it's number 17, Tristan Clark. And this is not what they wanted. The pads. Doesn't go in though. Juicy in front of the net. Saunders sends it forward. Clear that out.
17, Tristan Clark. 2 minutes for roughing at 4:47.
Saunders shoots. Sent wide by D'Entremont. He's had a great period here. Puck's under everybody. Now Goodwin sends it forward, or at least tried to put it on Saunders' stick, but my apologies, Surratt's stick. Pache back for the Sharks. He'll break this out of their zone. Looking for a pass across, sends it across the blue line, and back to him. Just barely goes over the net. It's an exceptional power play by the Sharks. Darcy back for the Sharks behind their own net. 30 seconds left on that penalty. Pache with it. Fires it forward. Cross to LeBlanc. LeBlanc looking for a pass. And Pache couldn't get a handle on it. 13 seconds left on the power play. One last chance here. D'Entremont just gets sat down. Pache putting some effort to keep it in. Penalty expires. It's fired at the net after the whistle, so 2 players are going to look at each other, eye each other up, but no fight. Here comes the Trojans. That's Taylor with it. Taylor looking for a pass to make. Carry for a bit longer. And that's covered by D'Entremont. Continuing that exceptional performance he's had this period. You see Taylor trying to put that one in. Face-off one back by the Sharks. Boudreau. Got two Trojans on him. D'Entremont tripped over his own 2 feet, so he couldn't get that one going right away. Face off here. One by the Trojans. Saunders sends it forward. RC back behind his own net with it. He gets knocked off of it. Battle along the boards. Sharks come out of that victorious. Babin loses it. Saunders, drop pass. Shot, set wide by D'Entremont. To the point, slap shot taken there. And that just goes wide. Change possession a couple of times in front of the net. Nobody can get a handle on it. Trojans will. That's in! Off a defender! That one will go in. And just like that, it's 6-5. So we see the turnover here. It's, the initial shot doesn't quite reach how it was supposed to. That was set to go clear through the crease, but there the Paramba defender tried to stop it, and he, by doing so, accidentally put it in his own net. LeBlanc trying to make up for that goal. Trojans breaking it with it out of their own zone. Late hit there, no call. But the player is clearly down. He's slow to get up, and he'll make his way over to the bench. And then they'll get him checked out.
Bridgetown goal scored by number 20, Brent Saunders. Assisted by number 12, Nathan Longley. And number 15, Aiden Ben at 8:18.
Sharks come away with it. Boudreau for the Sharks fires that forward into neutral ice. Doesn't stay there long. And Bishop is offside for the Trojans. Trojans with it. That's Rugless. Saunders tried to send that back in, but now coming away there was Pache with good win for help. Shoots! That's easily sent away. Battle on the boards with the ref right in the middle. Sharks have it. Royals fires behind his own net as the Trojans break out with it now. That's just brought past the red line and fired. Darcy for the Sharks. Cross to Goodwin. To Pache. He's trying to center into a crowd of 3 Trojans. Darcy sends it across neutral ice. And here comes the Trojans. There's Taylor. He's left by himself. Shoots. And that, he can't put it in off the side of the net twice. He's wishing he could have those ones back. Great chance to tie the game there. Now Dion, the ice. He loses control of it. And the Trojans cleared out of their zone and go for a quick change. D'Entremont tips that on the way in, so it won't be icing. Gillis behind his own net. Forward to Saunders, but Saunders loses it. Bishop by himself. And beautiful and risky dive by D'Entremont there. He had to miss that, that would have been in. Good thing he didn't miss though. Hey, loses it, picks it back up. Beben. It's fired all the way down the ice. Well, that will be icing. There we see those 2 attempts that hit the side of the net. And there's that chance by Bishop that was broken up by the goaltender, D'Entremont. Surratt. To Pache. Pache's knocked off of it. Couple players battling amongst the boards. Refs will blow that one down. A face-off. 7:42 left here in the 3rd period. 6-5 Sharks. LeBlanc to Pache. Pache misses the net. Benton couldn't clear it out. Pache. He doesn't. He just hits the defender. The RC with it for the Sharks. LeBlanc went for the no-look pass right to a Trojan. That's into the bench. Catch, guys. Behind the goal for the Sharks is Dion to Goodwin. Loses it actually to Ruggles. A shot isn't covered. Dion working it forward. That'll clear the zone as it's picked up by Chesley. He fires it down and it's stopped by D'Entremont. Now the Sharks will work this out of their zone. Misses everybody, and that's icing. Taylor wins the faceoff for the Trojans. Nobody comes away with it for sure yet. It's changed possession about 5 times. A fan shot, though, by the Trojans as they have possession. Taylor. Forward to Bent. Pache for the Sharks to Babin. To Pache. To Babin. Centers. No player there. And there will be a penalty against the Trojans. It's interference. Sharks back on the power play here. Pache sends it forward, back to him. Dekes out on the defender. Shoots, and that's just wide. Pache up to the point. Across to Dion.
Bridgetown Nov 17, Tristan Clark. 2 minutes for interference at 14-10.
Newell. Forward to Dion. Newell gets it again. Centers. It's behind the net. Pache. The point to Newell. Sorry, my apologies. That's fired down the length of the ice. Darcy passes back, but losing it is Dion. Bent with it. He gets poke checked, but he still can control it. Back outside the blue line. It's fired back in. Pache with it now. 28 seconds left on that power play. To D'Entremont. Pache's legs were in the way for that one. And the shot couldn't be taken there. Woodrow stops at the line. He fires it down in for LeBlanc. LeBlanc couldn't get the shot away. That's cleared out once again. And now 5-on-5 hockey is back. D'Entremont. To Goodwin. Goodwin. Shoots. Beautiful save there by Gillis. Saunders gets cut off. That's out of play. 3:24 left in the third. 6-5. So we see that shot that just goes off the pads. Sharks with it in their own zone. Newell forward to Dion. Dion shakes one of the defenders, shakes the other. Twice. Beautiful Dekes, couldn't finish. LeBlanc take a crack at it. He gets pushed out of the zone. Goal! The Sharks take a 2-goal lead. Sharks behind their own net. More than happy to waste some time. So it's Surratt picking up his 4th goal of the game. Before this game, Surratt had 3 goals, so he's more than doubled. Taylor bobbles the puck as he's moving through neutral ice. He'll dump that in. Bishop will chase it. Centering pass. Beautiful save. It can't be put in. DeAntron was sprawling in his crease. RC fires that out of his zone. Minute 30 left in the 3rd. Will we see the goalie pulled? Trojans have it. To the point. Crossed. Shot taken. That's wide. Saunders couldn't keep it in. And here comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc. Journey and Clark were there to break that one up. The centering pass. Couldn't find the recipient of LeBlanc. Sharks just fire that down into the Trojans' end. They're trying to kill this last 30 seconds. They should have the win here. Abiding a miracle, but I don't think that's going to happen as they ice it and it's back in their own zone with 28.5 left in this game. Here we see that chance that was just fanned on. And then the centering pass. Can't really tell fully, but we see that save is made. Sharks with it, shoots. Goes wide of the net, Babin with it. Pache. Takes it neutral ice. He's just trying to kill off the last 10 seconds. Playing good old-fashioned game of keep away. As in keep it away from the leading scorer on the team. Number 9, Kyle Taylor. He has 5 points. As he gets a nice little hit after the game finishes from Pache. And the teams come together and discuss. So the Sharks pick up this one here. In their 2nd of the season, putting them past the Trojans. We'll see you next time. I'm Cameron George on behalf of MC Media, and you are watching Valley High School Hockey League action. Thank you.